All right, hello everyone. I'm back for another match for doing commentary, and I'll be with you here on the YouTube live chat as well. And I'll be actively monitoring the WhatsApp chat as well. So please give your feedback, and we'll try to uh, keep an eye on it. So yeah, let me get ahead with the commentary. So the Bulls had won the toss and they had elected to bat. The fielding captain Bhaskar also said that had he won the toss, he would have selected to bat as well. The openers for the Bulls, Anil Chauhan and Shrikant Bolaveni, have walked onto the pitch. Anil will be taking the strike. The first over is being bowled by Rohit. Here we have Bhaskar at mid-off on the camera, doing a kind of a ceremonial dance for the camera. This BPL-6 is being sponsored by IT Talent Hub, Hyderabad Wala, Cakes and Bakes, Vida Restaurant, Rotary Stratford, and has been very actively supported by AR Photography. So thanks to all of the sponsors and supporters for the BCC tournaments. Like I said, during the toss, the weather has changed drastically and it's very windy. The wind has died down a bit, but still it's overcast. There's just about, some of the clouds have moved away, so the blue is peeking through the white, but overall it's just a cloudy day now, and it was actually a bit chilly as well. The bowling team has decided to bowl from the road end. So the first 10 overs will be bowled from this side, and then the sides will change. The match officials have signaled ready for the match. We have got, due to the power play, we have got 3 fielders outside the circle. So we have got a deep point, we have got a square leg, deep square leg, and a deep mid wicket. Rohit Rati, first ball. Full length delivery, but way outside the off stump, signaled wide by the umpire. There were second slip, Arvind as well as a gully. And either side of the pitch, they have got the short fielders. Pirates had an excellent game yesterday against us, and they won the match comfortably. Good length ball, defended by Anil Chauhan, sorry. And Pirates will be looking for a victory here again, because just now the Panthers have won their match against the Rangers, so they have moved on to 8 points as well. Miscommunication, Shrikant Bolaveni was almost midway down the pitch, and the fielder at gully, Vinit Kumar, quickly collected the ball and Anil refused the run. This could have been a risky run out here. Full toss ball on the off, edged by Anil, and excellent fielding effort by Arvind Sai there. Dived towards his left to stop the ball. A much better length this time. Again, Anil manages to just push it towards the gully, and no runs taken. It's been 4 dot balls so far. The scoreboard has not been updated. Again, Anil played towards the gully fielder, but this time he managed to take a quick single. And finally, it's a signal the end of the over, because that was the last ball. And Anil will retain the strike. We have 7 people already watching the stream. Welcome everyone. Thanks for watching. I would request all of you, if you have not done already so, please like the video, share it with your friends. This is going to be a big scoring encounter today. I have a feeling, because for the past few days we have been having huge scoring matches. Yesterday we saw the excellent batting from Kamal, who went on to score 93, and then Uday Kiran got a 50, and even today Anil played it softly towards deep fine leg, and I think that's Vijay over there, who ran all the way from deep square leg towards the fine leg and stopped the boundary, but meanwhile they have only able to take a single run there. So excellent fielding effort over there, saved 3 runs for their team. So as I was saying, after Kamal and Uday Kiran's huge score yesterday, today Veera, even with an injury, managed to score 73 runs. And then we saw the fireworks from Sai Pratap, who had played a lone wolf innings, almost reached 50. He got out on 49. Short ball on the off. New bowler is Anil. He also had an excellent partnership yesterday, and yeah, he needs to improve his length. Again, shot on the off. Shrikant punches it towards the deep point. This time Anil hits it, and that's a 6 towards the gap between fine leg and square leg. Vijay was able to reach it, but it was already outside the boundary. This time a boundary towards backward points. Anil is showing some real intent today. Is looking in good touch. Again, the length was not good, and enough time for Anil to punch it in the gap between the gully and the deep point fielder. Anil has only been bowling shorter length balls towards the offside. The wind has suddenly picked up pace towards the long on cover side. That will help the offside shots, but anything on the leg side, it might not go all the way. We are trying to get the scoreboard corrected in YouTube, but once the scoreboard has been corrected here, you will see the correct scores. Meanwhile, I'll just let you know what the correct score is through the app. So at the end of 2 overs, Bulls are 15 for 0. Anil Chauhan is on 12 runs with 1-4 and 1-6, and Shrikant Bulini has just able to score a single run. Of the 1 ball he was able to get a strike. Rohit Rati, after the excellent first over, he only gave away 2 runs back into the attack. A simple ball, fuller in length, right on the middle stump, and Shrikant just defends it. Yes, the score has now been updated, so you will be able to see the correct score on the screen. A 5th stump line this time. Shrikant tried to cut it, missed it. Excellent bowling by Rohit. Again, he's bowling stump to stump, not giving any room for the batsman. And Shrikant only does a simple defend on the ball. This time Shrikant tries to drive at the ball. It just reaches mid-on. Stopped by Anil there, and they managed to take a single. Bulls would like to take advantage of these power play overs because of the high scoring matches we have seen, even the power play overs reaching the score of 40 or 50 runs. Played with soft hands by Anil towards the fine leg. There's no fielder there, so they are able to take a comfortable single. The ground was really active some time back because there was an event, a running event, and a lot of people had turned up. It's a bank holiday, so we are seeing more activity in the park since the morning. End of Rohit's over. Again, he has only given 2 runs, so is the 2 overs, 4 runs given, and the captain throws the ball towards Bhargav. Bhargav Kola will bowl the 4th over, so he's taken Anil out of the attack. Anil was expensive in his first over, and maybe if he bowls a bit later coming from the other end, he'll get back his line and length. It's just a matter of time. He has bowled excellently yesterday as well, so he's a good bowler. See Bhaskar very actively changing his field for Shrikant, and from the field setting it looks as if he's trusting Shrikant to hit long shots on the offside because he's got a deep backward point and a cover fielder in the deep, and on the leg side there's only one fielder at a deep fine leg, or the gap between the deep fine leg and the square leg. So Shrikant, it was a bit high up in the air for some time, not able to connect clearly with the ball, but able to take a single. So Anil is back on strike. I'll just be back in a few moments. So I've got Johnson Anna with me. Welcome Johnson to the commentary box.
Hi Saif, it will be a very good pleasant weather today. It's not very sunny, but wind factor is crucial.
Yeah.
We have wind changing the batsman's decision of playing the balls.
Definitely that will be on the minds of the both the teams as well, because they have been here for quite some time. A lot of eyes were on our match, Johnson, and a lot of teams were keenly watching the result outcome. And because Panthers have won, now Pirates are all the more charged up to win this match so that they too can reach the 8 points. And they have been experiencing how the wind is changing the direction. So excellent over by Bhargav. Again, only 2 runs given, so he's continuing what Rohit Tirati did with his 2 overs. Let's
very
see.
good momentum and good start by BCC Pirates. We can say from bowling perspective, 4 overs 20 runs is a very decent total and very good bowling from the Pirates team. And now we have Satya Adabala on the bowling end. So he is a very good bowler as well, who completely swings the ball on the off stump.
Definitely, and he's making a few changes of his own. So for Anil now, it's very strange that there's a short fine leg. I thought it would be better if he had a field at the back, but he has decided to have a field at at long on.
Yeah, but I would agree with that decision.
And that's a boundary behind the wicket.
Taking my words back. Taking my words back.
Because Anil has been, and not just that, he plays that shot throughout.
He's an excellent batsman because I played with him in our internal BCC matches, and we had myself and Anil. We had 96 partners, and he was all over the ground. So Pirates need to control this batsman and take the early wickets. That would make them in a comfortable position to defend or chase the total, whatever they will.
Definitely, I remember that match since I was the captain, and I unfortunately retired you after around. I think you scored 15,
16 runs or something.
And so it was an excellent partnership then, and we saw Anil scored some 70 runs then.
70
so he's a really good batsman, and or not just because of that, because he had been looking at that area quite some time. You know, he's been looking behind the wicket, so he's been looking for that shot.
Comfortable single on the long on.
So now two fielders at the back in offside for Srikanth.
Line and length of the ball because he's bowling too short, and Anil has been able to capitalize that in the boundary previously. 16 short side.
He's facing the same problem that Anil did. He's bowling short and too wide from the middle stumps, either on the too wide on the leg or too wide on the off. You need to bowl a bit more fuller.
Short balls to Anil could be expensive. See that.
And it's in the gap, which again have to run all the way from deep square leg towards mid wicket.
There is a confusion between the running batsmen. They wanted to take the run initially, then they opted not to, and again once the VJ has missed it in the deep mid wicket, again they wanted to go, but in the end they have to settle only for one run.
Vijay was excellent in the field yesterday.
And also, I guess we can expect the same today, I guess, because he is a very active BCC, and we can say. Straight into the covers to the lead.
Again, a very short ball on the off. Really, Srikanth was tempted to go for a shot, but he could only punch it towards the short fielder.
Yeah, but what do you think, Saif? I think Satya is bowling almost all the 6 balls of his first over. All the balls were like short. But only a couple of balls were being utilized effectively by the batsmen.
Yeah, I think they could have taken more advantage since it's a power play over. Had they been able to just hit it just above the heads of the fielder, they don't even need to put on too much power because the wind is so it's at so much speed towards the offside. It would carry easily.
You see that Bhargav bowling again, continuing. And he is able to beat out Anil.
Bhargav is bowling the same length which Rohit was, which is bowling a bit fuller. And what it does is, we saw in our match as well, when you give more time to the ball in the air in this wind, it's difficult for the batsman to play the shots because the ball also moves a bit and it does not come onto the bat that easily.
That is one challenge batsmen do face with this wind, Saif. So they need to be very cautious when going for the shots. See, the same thing happened in our match as well earlier. Fahad Bai's excellent knock that we thought it was almost about to clear the boundary, but because of the wind factor, the ball couldn't carry all the way and it straight away landed into Hemant's hand.
Definitely, and the same thing happened with Vishnu as well yesterday when he got out in the same fashion.
That's a short ball side.
And the sound on the bat dictated that it was anyways going to a boundary. What an excellent shot by Srikanth.
Covers into boundary.
The cover fielder, we had Tulsi there. He just about reached the ball but not able to stop it. And
That's an easy boundary for Srikanth too. It's nice. Such type of boundaries do build up confidence in the batsman. And Pirates definitely they need early wickets to get this match into their own side. That's a ball in the air for a long time and oh no.
Pradeep
Nobody
SG
attempted for the catch.
ran for the ball, but finally, I'm not sure if he could have reached it or not, but maybe he should have anyways tried to, because it was just very near to the field, so even if he were dropped it, others would have collected the ball. Now he has been sent back towards in the deep. Misfield there by Vineet in gully, and a run given.
Easy run for the team, and Anil was reluctant whether to go for this run or not, but because of the misfield from inside, they were able to take an easy
We are seeing a communication problem between Anil and Srikanth. Because this has happened continuously after every 2 balls, that while running they are not able to clearly understand each other.
Yes, that communication needs to be there between the batsmen who are on the crease.
And I'm seeing a welcome sight over there, if I'm not wrong. Johnson,
Yes.
if you can move, I can just pan the camera.
That's Sagar.
Yes. If you can see on the screen, a person in red cap is walking towards us,
Commentary box.
and as I had requested him yesterday, he had not nominated himself today, but since we are having a good feedback, I requested him to join me today as well, and we're just discussing if Sagar will come or not. So yes, that's a welcome sight. We'll move the camera back towards the game. Thank you, Johnson, for joining me for the commentary. It was nice to have some company. We all are tired after a game, and standing up for commentaries. Big Taj Johnson was very gracious enough to allow me to sit, but yeah, I like this company to rather stand. And now Sagar Bhai has finally reached. As you could see on the screen, the red cap is a welcome sign for us. Welcome, Sagar Bhai.
Thanks, Eigh. I was watching the first match from home. Hard luck for your team, but I think one good point is either of us will open the account next week.
Yes, that is a definite certainty now, that either the Spartans or the Rangers will get their first win.
Good morning, good afternoon, audience. Wonderful catch there by Vineet. Anil has to go. Went straight to the hands of Vineet. And
Vineet didn't have to move, and Anil has been playing that shot towards gully since the start of the match, and a couple of times Vineet has stopped the ball. There was a fumble just last over where a single was given, but Vineet has got safe hands, and Anil, who was looking in good touch, sadly now has to leave. And I think the next batsman walking is Prakash 410.
yeah, he is a blasting left-hander, and the advantage for him is he will be playing. If he is playing toward, his strength is leg side, and the wind is towards leg side, so definitely that would be an added advantage to the southpaw left-hander. Pirates seem to be pumped up with this wicket.
And Sagar Bhai, one important thing today is the wind is is playing an important factor, and we know that Prakash normally tries to move all over the place for playing his shots. So if he tries to hit towards the back of the wicket, he might get some run, but it might be risky as well.
Yeah. I mean, you have played the first match today. Definitely, you will have understanding how it's panning out. When I was walking in as well, I was seeing that there is a strong wind towards the leg side for left-handers. There are 4 more overs which Prakash can capitalize on, because after that, if he is trying to hit his favorite shot, he will be hitting against the wind after 10 overs. I think this match is nicely poised, because there are other teams dependent on this result, especially Panthers. They would be looking at this match closely and rooting for one particular team, and we all know it would be for Bulls. They would be rooting for Bulls, so that 4th position is still vacant.
Everyone was keenly watching our match. Actually, a lot of eyes were on us, and many people were rooting for us today to get the win, because then the points table would have been tied up on 6 points. But now it's a tie-up game of 8 points. Who can score 8 points along with Panthers and then get their net run rate better?
I think the situation now is 3 teams are out of the tournament. Looks like Spartans, Rangers, and Rampage are out, and there are 2 teams who are in top 2, Roadies and Hawks. The 3rd and 4th position are vacant, and there are 3 teams fighting it out: Bulls, Pirates, and Panthers. Panthers don't have anything in their hand now. They have done what they have to. It's all about Bulls now, and then Pirates have another match as well, which they have to play with Rampage. That's the last match of the league table.
So Pirates basically have 2 chances to get to 8 points. Their net run rate is very good. So if they win any of the 2 encounters, Panthers are out. I forgot to mention, I was just looking at the chat. A lot of people have joined us. A lot of people have welcomed on the chat. And Mahesh Kumar, our fast bowler, he gave a few compliments to me about my bowling, that is thanks to see me back in commentary, and he had asked what is the equation probability of getting Pirates to next round. So Mahesh, it would be any win by Pirates right now would mean that Panthers are out, because the net run rate is really good for the Pirates and the Bulls. Even if Bull lose any this match, they would be safe, because their net run rate is 0.6. So I think Panthers will now be rooting for the Bulls to win. That is the only thing which can keep the Panthers in this tournament.
Exactly. So the 3rd position, while it is mathematically not closed, but almost Bulls are there, 90-95%, because unless they lose very badly, for example, now they are batting and the opponent teams wins within 8 overs or something, unless that happens as a disaster, I think Bulls are almost in. It's between Pirates and Panthers, and if Pirates can win, they have 2 matches including this one, and the last match of the league competition, and if they can win at least one of them, I think they would be in and Panthers should be out.
Definitely.
But if they lose both of them, because they are losing both of them, their run rate could be impacted, because they are both of them, they'll get some negative points, and then there will be a direct.
If they lose both of them, then Panthers Panthers are automatically in.
8 points, okay.
And a couple of people have welcomed you as well. We have Prashant, welcome Sagar, Aditya Kumar as well has welcomed you. Prashant is now saying good luck to Bulls and Pirates. We have got 11 people watching. 7 people have liked this stream, including myself. So request everyone to please like the stream, share it with your family and friends. Thanks, Sagar. So
I just heard Saif's request. Huge shot there, as we were just discussing when Prakash came in. He has hit a huge 6 over the mid wicket. Wind is towards the leg side, and when he hits with the wind, it will become, if he is putting 100% strike, he will get 120% value for that. The same shot, if right-hander hits, then he will get 80% of what he hits. So that's a minus for hitting against the wind. So Vijay was the bowler. First ball has been hit for a 6. Let's see how he comes back.
Vijay should be retain his calmness here, as again same direction. Vinith was there to collect the ball, only 1 run taken. So yeah, irrespective of Prakash hitting the 6 or moving all across the wicket, as a bowler, if you remain calm and just focus on the stumps, that should give you his wicket. This was a rather short ball by Vijay. Srikanth has been getting a lot of short balls on the offside, but so far he has failed to capitalize on it. There's a strong offside fielding for Srikanth. This was a full toss on the legs. Srikanth just drives at it towards the deep square leg area. Another single taken. So far the Bulls had been very economical almost with their bowling, but they have not taken enough wickets. A wide ball this time. The left-right changes. Vijay will have to adjust his line accordingly.
Saif, I was looking at the the previous match. In your team, 6 bowlers bowled. I think you were the best among the lot. You took 2 wickets. But if you see the bowling figures as well, you were the only one who bowled under 6 economy. What was, and yesterday as we were discussing, what was going when you went and started bowling? Because I can see there were many bowlers who were given 10 runs per over as well. But was it because of the lack of pace, or you were bowling wicket to wicket?
It was both, because I was just I'd gained some more confidence yesterday, because if you see yesterday as well, I was able to bowl with the 4 economy rate, and I was more confident, and my team also had more confidence in me today. So Fahad Bhai, our captain, said that if you want to open the bowling, I said yes. Like I said, I never refuse a chance to bowl. So he said, okay, you go 1 down. So I bowled the 3 overs in power play, and actually it was good because we were able to contain them in the power play with those 3 overs. We got the quick wickets, 2 wickets, and I think it was more because I was concentrating on the 5th stump line, and it was more because I was using the wind. I saw that there's no use bowling fast or trying to add some more pace, but if I manage to keep the ball remaining in the air for longer, it will be difficult for the batsman, and that somehow caused also the wicket of Sridhar, because it was a low full toss, and I had a chat with him later. He said that it dipped. So earlier I thought it was a no ball when you released it, but it dipped, and I'm like, yeah, I was trying to drift it. I had seen how Harshal Patel dips the ball, so that's something I've been trying to do, but it was not a good ball actually. But he said because it dipped, he missed it and he got bowled.
After that first ball 6, Vijay came back well. He just provided 3 runs after that 6, and then now we have Bhargav, who is bowling his 4th ball. Oh, that's an inside edge. Keeper was anticipating that it will go and hit the wickets. In that process, he was not concentrating on that, and it went over the fine leg just for a single. But I think both Srikanth and Prakash, they have been a bit watchful, trying to be a bit cautious and taking singles wherever possible. Prakash usually is an attacking batsman. He would like to go for big shots, especially the next 1.5 over. Oh, that's an out!
Hold him.
He
went for a sweep.
Yeah, he was trying to go for a slog sweep over the square fine leg, but he missed the line completely, and the wickets are shattered.
And he was unlucky in the previous ball because he got the inside edge, but it didn't find the stumps. And I was just going to mention that Bhargav was a bit unlucky because he could have got that wicket, and Prakash completely missed it, and that's what I said, that if you ignore his shuffle across the wicket or the shots he's trying to play, if you just bowl straight towards the stump, you have a good chance of getting a wicket. That's a big blow to the Bulls, and this means that the captain of the Bulls and their main batsman, their batsman around whom the team revolves, is on the crease now. Akhil Kumar. I have also selected Akhil as the top scorer for the fantasy league, so I am hoping he goes on to score a big one, considering that now there have been huge scoring matches this week. So excellent bowling by Bhargav to take out the dangerous Prakash. And now he's going to bowl the last ball of his over. A wide delivery. Bhaskar, the captain, encouraging him. It's fine if it's a wide, ek ball chalega. It's fine if you are giving one extra, but go for the wickets. Akhil plays the ball softly towards the gully where Vineet was there to collect it. End of 9 overs, 52 for 2. 2 wickets have gone. One more over for the side change. Bulls would have loved to have a better score, but 52 for 2, so they would have loved to end on maybe 65-70 in the first 10 overs, because this is the side where they score the most. This is a side that they favor in batting. Wide delivery by Vijay. His first over, he got hit by Prakash. It was an excellent 6. But then he came back and only gave 3 more runs. Short delivery, and Akhil shifted towards his off and pulled the ball towards the leg side for the deep square leg fielder to collect. Srikanth is on strike. He's been unable to find that boundary on the off. And a wide ball now on the leg side by Vijay. Srikanth, as we all know, can hit those huge 6s on the leg side, and is a good batsman on the off as well. And he's punched it, but there's a fielder in the deep, Satya, especially there in covers for that shot. Captain telling Vijay that 4 runs have gone in this over already, no more runs to be given. This was a shorter delivery, it bounced a bit, and Akhil failed to connect with it. Last ball by Vijay. Shorter delivery again. Akhil pulled it again towards deep square leg, but the wind is very strong towards the offside, and unless you have hit with a lot of power, ball would not travel all the way to the boundary. A loose full toss delivery on the legs of Srikanth. Has been given a no ball as well, so Vijay had to bowl another ball for free hit. Srikanth getting that 6 on the leg side.
I think sci-fi this turns out to be a very expensive over.
Hi Johnson, yes, that was a
Vijay
very loose ball.
Vijay has to be very cautious when bowling such type of loose deliveries, that too on the leg stump.
And that was actually safe for Vijay. The free hit turned out to be only a single, But I think what he was trying to do was trying to bowl a slow ball. And like we have seen people who have like when Babu will come for bowling, we know that one or two balls he tries to bowl slow, but when people try to do that, they miss the line and length.
See, Akhil is finding enough time and space to pull that ball into the deep mid wicket area.
Yeah, and I think it would be better because there's so much time. The ball is really slow. It's better if Akil can try to focus to hit that ball on the offside, because on the legs it will only get him single.
Yeah, but Akhil is very strong on the leg side, so he wants to put that shot into the deep mid wicket and the leg square legs. That's his major areas of play as far as my observation is considered.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sahib?
Yeah, I think so. But given the wind condition today, every batsman will have to adjust accordingly. And so this is the end of 10 overs. The score is 66 for 2. Bulls will be happy with the score, although they would have wished to have a bit more. But now they have got 10 overs more and 8 wickets and really excellent hitters waiting in line. So Pirates do need to come back stronger in the next 10 overs and restrict the Bulls. I'll be back with you once we resume the game. Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone. It's me, Johnson, continuing the commentary. There is a side of change after 10 overs, and we can see batting. We are doing it from the Park Road end, and we can see Akhil is on strike. Akhil and Srikanth are in the crease. So BCC Bulls are 66 for 2 after 10 overs, and we have Bhargav Raj into his final over. He's bowling his 4th over. There could be some strategy from the skipper to bring in or continue Bhargav Raj to pick up wickets or to break this partnership, we can say. So coming over the wicket. Oh, Akhil is going after the ball, but that couldn't connect really well. That's a dot ball to start after the break. And that's a short ball. And that's a boundary into the deep mid wicket, deep square leg. The boundary is cleared. That was an easy pull shot from Akhil, and he was able to capitalize this short ball from Bhargav Raj, and that's a boundary, 4 runs from that ball.
Umpire given wide, he's walking. Okay. Fair play, he walked.
So there was an appeal for out, and that's done. Bhargav Raj was successful in breaking the Srikanth and Akhil's partnership. Akhil runs away. Akhil walks away.
And there would be some fair play points as well, because the umpire had given a wide, but Akhil chose to walk.
Well, it's definitely nicked, I guess. Otherwise, Akhil wouldn't walk away.
It was definitely a nick, but
umpire wasn't sure about that, so he was standing on to the decision of giving it as a wide on the leg stump.
Yeah. And then Akhil walked onto the leg umpire, Sai Pratap, and signaled that he had nicked it. And that brings Babu on the field. He's
Babu
known
replaces Akhil.
Hit those huge sixes on the leg side, especially mid wicket and deep square leg. So they need to be careful not to bowl fast and on the legs to him. As if they bowled in the slog hole, then he is going to punish it.
Bhargav Raj has been successful in breaking the partnership immediately after the innings break, and they succeeded it. And I think the skipper of Pirates, Bhaskar's strategy works. And now we have Babu on strike. And still that's a short delivery, but Babu couldn't connect it really well. So, and that's into the fine leg area. And that's an easy single for Babu to get off with. So he is off the mark with one single, though he wasn't able to connect it really well. That's a short delivery, he couldn't connect it well, but he was able to get us one run out of it. And that's a 4 into the deep mid wicket. That's a comfortable boundary for Srikanth. Pirates cannot afford to leak runs at this point of time, because they need to restrict Bulls raging towards a big total. It's already 2 boundaries from this over. Last ball of the 11th over. Bhargav Raj coming over the wicket, and Srikanth Bollaveni is on strike. And that's a short delivery, but couldn't judge it properly, Srikanth. That's a dot ball to end the 11th over. Bhargav has equations look like 4 overs, 23 runs for 2 wickets. That's very good spell from Bhargav Raj. He was able to grab the wicket of Akhil in this last over. And now we have a new bowler into attack, Dilip Don, coming over the wicket. And now Babu is on strike. That's a very good fielding by Vineet in the covers, short covers. Sorry, that's not short cover, that's in the mid-wicket area. Dilip is an excellent bowler and he's able to make some dot balls. Good start from Dilip. The 12th over is being bowled by Dilip Don, and he was able to already put 2 dot balls of the 2 balls that he has bowled. And it's coming over the wicket. That's an easy pick for Babu, and that's a boundary into the deep mid wicket area. That's an easy boundary for Babu. Dilip needs to make sure he bowls a very consistent line and length. Cannot give any chance of taking enough time for the batsman to hit the ball into the boundary. There is some field change in place. Skipper is changing the field a bit, and they have brought fine leg into the place. And that's a good ball from Dilip. That's a dot ball. Yes, 4 balls done from this over. We have 2 more balls. Oh, that's really very good thinking from Dilip, because Babu is an explosive batsman and they need to restrict Babu to avoid more runs. As Babu has just come into the crease last over after his departure, now he looks very confident in hitting into boundaries. And that's it down to the long on area, and that's a comfortable double to end the over. 12th over is complete now, and after 12 overs BCC Bulls are 81 for 3. Excited to see who is going to take the bowling, and that is dropped into the hands of Satya. I guess Satya will be bowling the next 13th over. So joining with Dilip would be like, they need to restrict and grab quick wickets. That should be the main motto of Pirates for now. And BCC Bulls are aiming for a big total to put on the board for them to defend that. Satya coming over the wicket, and we have Srikanth on strike, and that's an easy cut into that's an easy late cut into the gully, and Arvind stops it really well. That's a quick single. Babu called it for a single, and that's an easy run for them. Oh, that could be a run out if that was a very quick throw, but still they're happy with the fielding efforts by Rohit Rathi. Though the running was very quick between the wickets. And that's again into the gully, and that's an easy single again for Srikanth. Babu and Srikanth are really running very well between the wickets. Srikanth looks comfortable with 27 runs from 29 balls, and we have Babu Balasubramaniam 8 runs from 8 balls. They both are taking the BCC Bulls very consistently towards a very big total, and there is a field change. The fine leg has been removed and brought into the second slip. The fielder Bhargav Raj has been moved, and that's a massive shot from Babu, and that's cleared the fences, and that's a 6. Superb shot into the deep mid wicket. Excellent shot by Babu. Satya had no clue of that coming to from his ball. Babu looks very confident with these shots. Bowlers need to be very cautious with the line and length when bowling. Oh, there is a bit confusion between the bowler and the fielder there. Nobody was able to pick the ball and throw it to the keeper, and that's an easy single for Babu after a massive 6 in the previous ball. Now Srikanth is on strike, and that was chipped into the air, and that falls into the no man's land in the mid-off area. Still managed to take a single, Srikanth, and that's the end of the over. 13th over. So after 13 overs, BCC Bulls are 92 for 3. Happens to be a good over for BCC Bulls. They were able to get 10 runs of this over, I guess. 1 on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 runs of this over. Excellent batting by BCC Bulls, and we have Rohit Rathi coming. There is a change of bowling. Rohit Rathi comes into attack. He has bowled an excellent first spell, 2 overs, 4 runs for 0, and now here comes Rohit Rathi into attack. Pirates captain might be thinking to break the partnership there. And that's no, that's nothing signaled by the umpire. Rohit Rathi coming over the wicket. Bowled it. Oh, that's an excellent ball from Rohit Rathi. And Srikanth Bolaveni has been clean bowled. That's an excellent ball from Rohit Rathi, and Srikanth has to depart, and we have Sudesh Rajan coming in to replace Srikanth.
Thanks to you, I got to sit for some time. Because if I sit for long, I will never.
Now that's an easy dismissal for Rohit Rathi. That's what we are talking about when Rohit Rathi was brought into the attack. So captain might be thinking that they need to break this partnership. Srikanth has been in the crease for quite a long time, almost 13 overs safe by.
Yeah,
and this wicket is very crucial for Pirates.
Pirates have been getting some quick wickets now. 13 overs, so they only need to ensure that next 7 overs they don't leak too many runs. And yeah, thanks Johnson, because of you I was able to sit down for a while and get some rest.
Always welcome.
So I'm feeling a bit better now. Rohit Rathi, look at his score.
Very good economy from Rohit Rathi.
First 2 overs he gave 2 runs each.
No, yeah, just only 2 overs, 4 runs and no wicket in the first spell. But now he was able to quickly get hold of Srikanth Bolaveni's wicket. So Srikanth has been clean bowled by Rohit, and he is an excellent bowler.
And look at his bowling style and his mostly his deliveries.
Yes.
They are very simple. Just straight onto the stumps. It's just after the good length area, and mostly onto the stumps, and it is so effective. You don't have to do anything else. You don't then this way you don't bowl wides. You don't do anything, and the accuracy, and the batsman has to think that he can't he can't go into some slog.
There is a slight collision between the bowler and the running, and
Yeah,
Babu
Sudesh.
and
Yeah.
Rohit Rati were. Rohit Rati was trying to stop the ball, but Babu was in a hurry to take the run. So there is some collision happened there, and Rohit Rati is bowling to Babu now.
Hit
Into
towards
the long
on.
Yeah, that's a comfortable, easy single. And we have Sudesh Rajan. He's a very good player as well for BCC Bulls.
What an excellent over by Rohit. 3 overs, 6 runs,
And
1
again,
wicket.
as we were talking, Saif, by this over as well, Rohit is able to give only 2 runs, and he picked 1 wicket there. That's an excellent spell from Rohit Rati. He has 1 more over, so we'll see if there will be any magic or any wickets coming up in his last over as well.
Definitely. So if you take out Rohit's overs, so that's where the Pirates have given away 88 runs in 11 overs.
Yes,
So
is
that's
almost
8 per over.
Almost 9 runs per over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
8 per over.
11, right? Yeah. I'm thinking at 10. It's alright. That's 11 overs, 88 runs is
So
quite
the
massive.
other bowlers have been really expensive. Dilip is back into the attack, 2 overs, 10 runs, 1
And
wicket.
he's coming around the wicket this time, Saif Bhai.
He's got some pace. Again, not too long a run up, but he's got
He's
a good
he's
length.
an excellent bowler,
Yeah.
Dilip. Youngsters, they can bowl really very good pace. Oh, that's in the air for a long time. I don't know who is gonna come. Oh, that's a no man's land in the mid-on area. Oh, there's a chance of run out. Overthrow into the 4.
This
That's
will
a
go to
boundary.
the boundary. Chaos here. Because it was in the air for a long time. Satya ran all the way from mid-off, long off, and the bowler
It was
long
long
on.
on.
For the batsman that will be long off now.
Yeah, but
So
where
Satya
is
is
the
over
ball?
there.
Oh, he came all the way from
he
there
came
to
over
long
all
on.
the way from over there, and Dilip had to run backwards, but all the while it didn't look, anyone was confident enough to catch the ball. But then to add insult to injury, that overthrow caused them
Total 6 runs from this ball, I guess.
a boundary. Yeah. This time it's in the hands. Anil takes the catch.
He's a wicket taker, Saif.
Dilip gets the second wicket, an important wicket of Babu. Again, Babu went for a hit, and this time he couldn't clear the long on boundary. Anil was there to grab it. So, 1 more wicket down. And now Bharat is walking onto the pitch to replace Babu. Babu goes after scoring quick 22 runs in just 12 balls. So he has done his job for his team. And 100 for 5. Some dark clouds over our head now. I only hope that it won't start raining.
If it starts, I guess it doesn't last for long.
There's an appeal for run out, but the umpires has dismissed it. Sudesh was safely inside. Dilip is grunting and putting all his energy into the delivery. Excellent ball again. Is bowling a good line and length, not enough room and not enough time for the batsman to go for get into position. Again bumped it short and fast. This time Bharat manages to just punch it towards the gap between the long on and mid wicket. In the Asia Cup, tomorrow is the Bangladesh and Afghanistan match. There's no match today. And on Wednesday, India plays Hong Kong. That is the 31st of August, Wednesday. India is going to play Hong Kong, and as usual, the match will start at 3 p.m. GMT. That should be an easy win for India, but not to consider any team weaker or easy. Satya into his third over. A fuller ball. Bharat went into swing but missed it completely, and it missed the stumps as well. It's in the air now, but safe. It went behind the short leg fielder Vineet. So it was safe. Another run taken, bringing Sudesh on strike. Sudesh is also a good hitter of the ball. He can easily clear the brown boundaries. Again a fuller ball, almost a full toss, a low full toss delivery, which Sudesh misses because Satya is not putting any pace into his deliveries. So the batsmen are mistiming it. This time Sudesh punches it towards cover where the Tulsi was there. He had to run from the deep point towards cover. He was able to stop it. So far a very quiet over. And again a drive towards long on for another single. Satya will end with 3 overs 21 runs, no wickets. End of the 16 over, 104 for 5. The Bulls' run rate have slowed down considerably. They would hope to score at least 30 runs in these 4 overs. That should be a competitive total. Like we asked Bhaskar what total he is expecting to restrict the Bulls to, and he said that he thinks 140 will be safer for their team. So he's really confident about the batting side as well. And it was a flick towards the leg side, just over his legs, and Bharat was able to take quick 2 runs, very ably supported by Sudesh, because the ball only travelled till the leg umpire area. We still have around 13 people watching. Thank you for staying with us, for supporting us. the Pirates have been able to keep the Bulls quiet for quite some time now. There have been a few shots from Babu, but after he got off, nothing. And then another wicket now. No, I think after Babu hit those shots, they have been quiet, and now we see Bharat hitting the ball but not able to clear the long on boundary. There was a easy catch by Satya. So Bharat leaves and Uttam walks onto the pitch. So Sagar, I have seen you have shared some Instagram clip, but I have not opened it yet. Can you tell us what's this about?
Yeah, it was about yesterday's match. After that 6 was hit, right? So we were celebrating, but before that we were thinking we have bought biryani, we have got food, stuff and all. But if we would have, because that was until the last over we didn't knew where the match was going on, or the 19th until 19th over. We were thinking how will we eat the food if something happens. But luckily the result was our side. But the reel is about the 6 which Hardik Pandya hit, and then the celebrations we
and
did.
It was really funny because I had my mobile in and I was watching the stream, and I have the WhatsApp notifications, and someone pinged we won, and the stream was slow, so I was a bit behind. I'm like, I typed what, and then I'm like, oh, now we won, because now then Hardik Pandya hit that shot. Dilip has been excellent with his bowling today. Full length on the legs. Uttam was only able to sweep it. Quick 2 single here because Uttam swept it towards the back of the wicket, and there's a fielder here at deep fine leg.
I think they took the second run on the throw.
Yeah. Sudesh has been running really well, even with the previous batsman. He supported the batsman to go for the second run. And coming back to the match, it was like you said, till the last over. There was still a chance when Jadeja went for that shot and got bowled. I let out almost a scream, and my wife got scared and she's like, "What happened?" And I was like, "No, hold on."
And also the second ball was dot, and the third ball which Hardik hit, it was a flat 6. There was a fielder almost stationed close to that. So if that was going into his hands, it would have been very tight, because it would have become 2 balls 6 runs for the new batsman.
So that was a boundary on and a no ball. So now there will be a free hit to Uttam. Dilip has been bowling well so far. Now he has missed his length in this over. And again a no ball as well, so Uttam needs to capitalize on the free hit. A much better ball, straight on the stumps.
Nice fielding there by Anil at long on. The ball was bouncing unevenly, but he put his body behind and ensured that it is restricted just for a single. What is the score you are anticipating, Saif, considering you are at the last ball of 17th over?
I think the runs have dried up, except for the boundary which came of the last second ball. But 130 is what the Bulls captain Akhil said during the toss, is what they are hoping to score. And 140, surprisingly, is what the Pirates captain Bhaskar said, which he thinks should be able to chase.
Yeah, I mean, Bhaskar's team has been scoring big runs, but if you see, they have been scoring 170. I think they scored 170 plus once and 160 plus twice, but that was all when they were batting first. If you are batting second, even 140 would be a tricky score.
Definitely.
And I am thinking that Bulls are heading towards 140, considering 3 overs still in balance, and Uttam being there, I think anything can happen.
Yeah, but there's 1 over left from Rohit Rathi still, if I'm not mistaken, and Sagar, his stats so far, is 3 overs, 6 runs, 1 wicket.
Amazing.
Every over he has only given 2 runs.
And the wicket also which he took, I was actually looking from the boundary line at the mid wicket. It was a dipper. It came dipping, full length ball, and it shattered the wickets. That was a very wonderful ball. I believe it was for Babu, right? Babu got
Yes.
out on. Yeah, that was beautiful ball.
No, not Babu, because Babu got out in the last second over, and because he had hit it in the air. But I think here the ball was hit towards the third man direction, and both Arvind and Rohit gave it a chase. And Arvind is an excellent fielder. He gave an excellent effort and stopped the ball with his foot, saving a crucial 2 runs for his team. So considering that Rohit will bowl 1 over, I think it won't cross 130 unless Sudesh is able to Sudesh or Uttam are able to hit those sixes.
We have 15 more balls. Let's see how it goes. Hit towards the cow corner just for a single. The fielder Vijay Singh Chauhan there, quick on his feet and restricted the batsman only for a single. One good incident or thing which happened is, I think, Akhil, who walked off after he nicked the ball. Umpire didn't see that. Umpire was thinking it's a wide down the leg side.
He gave the wide as well.
He indicated the wide, but Akhil was very sportive enough. It was a good move. I think while we have been talking about the technical standards or the admin standards which are improving in BCC, these kind of sportsmanships also we are seeing some examples in BCC BPL-6 which are really nice to watch, and it brings out whatever is. Oh, beautiful shot there, full toss and cleared the boundary. 6 runs for Uttam.
That was on
at
the
mid wicket.
Deep mid wicket, and Vijay was there, couldn't reach it because it was anyways going across the boundary there. So it was a low full toss, but that was all that Uttam needed. It was in a swing area, and 6 runs for the Bulls. So yes, this is what I was talking about, an expensive over. They scored 11 runs of the last over from Satya. So Satya ends up a pretty expensive figure of 4 overs, 32 runs. Penultimate over, like I said, Rohit is back. And this will be a test for both him and the batsman if they are able to score against him. And yes, definitely Akhil has gained some fair play points for his team as well. Because his was the most important wicket for his side for him to walk off when the umpire is not,
That's a wonderful ball by Rohit. Completely missed it.
Sudesh went down on one knee to go into a slog hit, missed it completely.
Rohit is a very disguiseful bowler. Sometimes he variates his pace as well.
Yeah.
Most of the times it comes with good pace. See, this one is a completely slower ball. Batsman again missed it. The pace. Uttam is too quick to take the double on that overthrow.
A lot of things happened there. So full delivery. Sudesh missed it completely, but because of the unevenness of the pitch, the ball bounced over the head of Bhaskar. Arvind was there to stop the ball, and Arvind made a direct throw at the stumps, and I heard Bhaskar say no, don't make the throw, and none of the fielders was able to collect the ball. So yeah, they got 2 runs unnecessarily.
Uttam has been too fast, too quick to take those doubles. Nice running there. The striker is not even 1.5 time of the pitch, and Uttam is already at the danger end.
Excellent running, and Sudesh as well has been showing us how fast he is on the pitch. He made those double runs with Bharat, and then
missed it.
Anil missed the catch at long on, and actually that has gone for a boundary or a six. But that's the only first one ever that Rohit has conceded. The last ball was hit towards mid wicket, and Vijay stopped it. Excellent fielding effort there. So finally, even Rohit getting hit for a boundary, but I think that should have been an out.
Yeah, Anil came comfortably. This is a wide ball by Rohit down the leg. The previous ball, Anil came comfortably under the ball to take the catch, but somehow the ball went between his hands, spilled out, and went across the boundary. Again, a beautiful shot there.
And a six.
That's a six given by the fielder himself. He signaled it as a six. Vijay. So score has moved on to 141. It's already moved beyond what we were looking at.
Yeah, so the two leg byes and then two runs taken and a 15 runs already in this 5 balls, while he has only given 6 runs in his 3 overs.
That was a short ball down the leg given as a wide. It could have been anywhere towards the fine leg. It could have. Yeah. I was expecting a big 6 for this because it was too short a ball.
Yeah.
Lucky
and we
for
were
Rohit.
Speaking about Rohit's excellent line and length, but Sagar, this is what pressure and bowling at the end does. Even for good bowlers, you do end up going for runs at the end.
Exactly. At the end, the batsman is in attacking mode, and even if it's one big shot on the first or second ball, a bowler starts thinking differently.
Yeah.
He would like to do something different, and in the process he can leak more runs as well.
Yeah, so Rohit, after 3 overs 6 runs, he ends up on 4 overs 20 runs.
He's given 14 runs in his last over, and the last over will be bowled, looks like, by Anil. Anil will be bowling the last over.
And again, Sagar bhai, this is something our teams have not, we don't understand this, because while commentating, we are seeing that even in this game, Bulls lost the wickets and then it went, very slow. And now still the score is 142 for 6 in 19 overs. This is something which the Hawks or the Bulls or the Roadies, these teams have constantly shown how they are able to get to a bigger score.
They have given a single there.
This should be a run out, but the ball turned away after bouncing. This should have been given directly to the keeper in hand, because he was very near to the keeper, and that means that there was an unnecessary run given there. Anil Kumar is back into the attack. He bowled the second over, went for 13 runs, and he was taken off the attack.
So yes, if you see here, they have just hit the ball very close to the keeper and taken 2 runs. I think they are looking at if it's a bye, probably. I mean, if it's a leg bye, I think and if the batsman is not offering a shot, then it could be a dead ball. But there is a small interruption there, a discussion between the umpires, and there is a referral to third umpire as well. Let's see what the decision could be.
They had to depend on other bowlers, because second over when Anil Kumar, we saw that he was not able to find his line and length, and Bhaskar took him off. He had to find another bowler to complete the quota. We saw that yesterday in the Pakistan's game as well, whereas I was surprised when I saw the spinner coming to bowl, when they had to defend. I think it was the last over 7 runs. It's not really ideal. Even if it was Rashid Khan or Sunil Narayan, it would have been really difficult for bringing a spinner to bowl the last over. How did Babar miss that? That he didn't have any bowlers left, or was it because someone got off the field with cramps and couldn't complete the quota.
That was one of the reasons. Beautiful shot there into the gap between the cow corner and long on area, and it's a 4 for Uttam. Coming back to that point, I believe the way they went for the spinner, it was more like they understood the match is not in their hand now. Because if it was maybe a 10 or more than 10, probably they still had some control of the game. But 7 runs, they were looking at it as a gamble to bring in a spinner. It in fact, beautiful big shot there, and it's a 6. Vijay was below the ball, waiting for the ball. He tried to pull the ball into the ground again. It touched his hand, but unfortunately fell over the rope, and it's a 6.
It's more like Vijay jumped and punched at the ball, but still the ball traveled over the boundary, and Uttam is hitting the ball very nicely. I mean, that boundary was also good, and now the 6, so he is getting more runs for his team. Another 6 this time, bigger, longer.
I think they are bowling too short, and the batsman is getting a lot of time to move around and hit towards the mid wicket. This ball was almost mid of the pitch, shortish ball.
18 runs already in this over. Anil Kumar went for 13 runs or 15 runs, 13 I think in the first over. This is already given 18 runs. It's in the air and gone. Rohit rushes in to take the catch. Uttam will have to leave.
They have reached 160 now.
Excellent innings by Uttam. 32 runs of just 12 balls, and not just the big hits. He has been running really quickly, ensuring that the scoreboard kept ticking. The new batsman Rajat walks onto the pitch. There's just one ball left to play. So let's see what Rajat can do.
Oh, nice shot there. Is it running away to 4? Yes.
That has gone for a boundary, a really expensive last over. Or have they stopped it? Because the batsmen have still kept running. I think umpires have not signaled the 4, so they've taken 2 or 3 runs. And I have not seen Arvind bowling in this match or the last match. I have not seen him. If they needed a bowler, they had Arvind Sai as well as an option instead of going back to Anil Kumar for the last over. What do you think, Sagar?
Absolutely. I've seen Arvind bowling with us, Spartans. So he bowled 1 or 2 overs. So that was definitely an option for Bhaskar. If Anil was not feeling comfortable, I think he could have gone to Arvind. But considering it was the last over, maybe. But what I feel is instead of keeping Anil till the last, because he was not having a good day, if he still wanted to give Anil 1 over, he should have given him somewhere in between.
Yeah, because he came back in a really pressure situation after having considered that 13 runs in the first over.
For him, he's already given almost 18 runs, I believe. Yeah, 18 runs in the last over.
20, I think. 12 and 4, 16 and 2, 18, and then 2 at the end. So 20. Whereas these were leg buys. So the scoreboard is keeping on updating. So now the correct score is 163 for 7. And Pirates will have to score 164. And Anil, so because he had 13 in the first over. So yeah, it seems as if this is 19 and maybe some extra has not been added.
One thing what I'm observing whenever Pirates play, it will be most of the cases whenever they have played in BPL-6, it's always been a high scoring match. Either they will score high score or they will give high score. Because other teams they have been playing low scoring matches, but Pirates they have hit 160 plus twice, 170 plus twice, once, and then now they have given this 160 plus. So definitely Pirates is having all high scoring matches.
And the equation is they have to, ideally, they should win this one and get themselves safe. If they can't, then they have to win against Rampage at the last match of the tournament. That would be a do and die moment. Very apt for the league as well.
How many runs, how many wins has Pirates got so far?
Pirates have got 3 wins.
One more thing what we have to consider is, if they are losing this, they should not lose badly.
Yes.
Okay, because their run rate will be impacted, and then even if they, then they can look at how they can go about the
So actually,
final match.
we had a look at the points table at the start. The only thing is Panthers have a negative net run rate of minus 0.2. So and Pirates are at 0.5 while Bulls are at 0.6. So they would have to have a really bad game to get their net run rate really down. But if they don't win this one, then the last match of the league is going to decide the number 4 position, which is kind of apt for the league as well, whereas the contest has been really tough.
Yeah, it's like you have so many league matches, but still the last match is also deciding who will go to the top 4. So that would be really interesting how this match pans out. Definitely 164. If there is a team which can achieve this, one of the team which is well placed is Pirates, because they know how to score those big runs. So let's see how the things pan out. We will see you back soon after the break, and thank you all. We will be resuming back soon.
Thank you. they are resuming it. 10 overs are done for this side. They've got 10 overs more. Oh no, so one innings is done of 20 overs. The guys who are fielding first, batting first, the ones in.
Welcome back, audience. We have the second innings about to start. Balu will be bowling the first over. On strike, we have Satya. First ball to go. Nice ball there. And as you know, Pirates are quick in between the wickets. A quick single taken. Satya opens his account with a quick single. And the other end, we have Anil Kumar, who will be taking the strike now. Second ball to be bowled. Target 164. Required run rate is 8.22. Uphill task. It all depends on how the 6 overs of power play is utilized. Again, Pirates are taking singles too quickly. They just drop the ball with soft hands and take those quick singles. That's the same trend which is being follow on, especially for Pirates. They are known for their quick singles, and also they are known for going for big shots when there are loose balls, and that has been the mantra for Pirates team this tournament. Nice cut there by Satya, and that's running away to the boundary, and it's a 4 at the square fine leg area, or the third man area. Squarish third man. The ball has run away for the boundary there. Nice shot there by Satya, looking in good rhythm, and he started where he has left the last time. If you all remember last time, Pirates had scored 47 runs in the first 5 overs. Satya was almost on 31 when Saif came in and he took that wicket of Satya the last time. So he's just resumed from where he left. He's been in attacking mode. Already they have scored 6 runs of the first 3 balls. Now field change there. A lot of people being put on the offside. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in the inside the circle on the offside, and still they are managing to get a single. Nice running there by Pirates team. That's a good ploy. Either you get a boundary, and then otherwise you are also taking singles, avoiding dot balls as much as possible. Oh, shortish ball. Anil pulled it, but just for a single there. Uttam, we all know how good is the fielder as. They don't want to take a chance of double there. 8 runs of the first 5 balls. Last ball to be bowled by Balu. Oh, wonderful ball there. Satya tried to cut that, but was beaten straight to the keeper. At the end of over number 1, score is 8 for no loss. And I believe it will be Babu Balasubramaniam to bowl the second over. Babu on his mark, just trying to set the field there.
He goes local, isn't he?
Yeah, most of them. Some of them we travel a long distance.
Babu walking to his lineup, measuring his lineup and taking a mark there.
So many of them, myself, we have been playing here since 2017. Some have just joined and
Anil to strike. Oh, there is a stoppage there. Babu has to go back to his mark. Yeah, now we have the first ball from second over. Oh, beautiful ball and well left by Anil there. It's a dot ball. First dot ball of the Pirates innings. Again, dot balls back to back. These kind of dot balls can create some pressure to the batsmen and they will have some thoughts coming into their mind. Wonderful finish by the Bulls team at the end. We were anticipating around 130 to 140, but there was some big hitting by Uttam and Co. Oh, that was a quick single, risky single, which turned into double because of the overthrow. So Anil has got 2 runs on the third ball. So there was a big hitting by Uttam, who scored all 30 plus in just 12 balls. And courtesy Uttam's innings, they reached 163. Nice shot there by Anil for a quick single. Prakash collected the ball at long off, long off, and then he has given the ball back to Babu. 11 for no loss after 10 balls. Reverse shot. No one outside the inner circle or at the offside. And that's a 4. It was above Prabhu, who was standing at the third man. Prabhu is gone to collect the ball. Ball went a long way deep. 4 runs in the name of Satya. Score is 15 for no loss. I have my friend Linga with me here. "15 for no loss." Last ball to be bowled by Babu Balasubramaniam. Is that a wide? No. So Babu ends with a dot for second over. At the end of over number 2, score is 15 for no loss. And Balu will be coming back to continue the spell. Third over to be bowled by Balu. Good rhyming words between the opening bowlers, Balu and Babu. Similar names, people might get confused, but names might be a bit similar, but the bowling action, the bowling styles are completely different. Balu a bit tall, tries to do a round arm bowling like Sohail Tanveer, similar to Sohail Tanveer's action of Pakistan pacer. Babu is a bit short and he's a skiddy customer, gets the ball skid and quickly, once it bounces, it quickly gets to the bat. There are some people who are walking and are being moved out of the ground. Now we have the first ball of third over to Anil. Oh, beautiful ball there. Even the keeper missed the pace. Dot ball for Bulls.
Unless someone is like local of that state. I need to give him some company.
Oh, that's a nice ball.
I also wanted to rest for a bit, but
Just a second. Small correction. I'm changing.
if you are here on the weekend, we are always playing. Thank you, Sagar bhai. Just about
Balu to bowl the third ball of third over. 16 for no loss. Nicely cut. Satya is very strong at the square of the wicket on the off, but there was a fielder placed at the square leg, deep square point.
Satya is looking in good touch, hai na? Even in the last match he was hitting those, and a big one is on the cards, I think.
I was just saying the same, Zaif. He has resumed from where he left actually, because I think when he was playing against you guys, they were almost 47 for no loss in 5 when you came and put some breaks. But looks like he's just resumed from where he left now. He's playing a bit more cautiously. Ground shots. Earlier he was trying all shots in the air, but this time around in this innings, he's very. As I speak, he hit an aerial shot, and unfortunately hit straight to the best fielder of Bulls team, Uttam, and Uttam doesn't drop any catches. Mostly 99% he ensures that he catches that. It was a wonderful catch.
Yeah, he judged the ball, yeah.
Yeah, it was dipping onto him. He just bent and took that catch at the ropes. Satya has to walk. It will be a long walk for Satya towards the pavilion. And we have Bhaskar. I think there is a change in strategy, change in ploy. Bhaskar usually comes 2 down or 3 down.
Yeah.
But he wants to take the additional responsibility today. Considering a big score, Bhaskar wants to go in quickly, spend some time there, and see if he can do some quick runs at a later stage as well. We all know Bhaskar starts cautiously and then goes for big hits. Let's see how he turns this big score into a chaseable score.
And you can see how Akhil is quickly pulling in all the offside fielders, and now we have got 3 fielders outside on the leg as Bhaskar is on the crease. Big job to do for both Bhaskar and Anil here.
There was one stranger here some time back. He was very much interested in how we are playing, what we are playing. I'll just resume once this ball is done. This was outside the off stump, and umpire has given it as a wide. So that person, I think he was not aware what cricket is about, what cricket is, what's happening here. He knows that there is some sports happening, but he doesn't know the rules. And then I think he reached out to the right person in Saif, because as we all know, Saif is very knowledgeable in terms of how this game is, and Saif almost patiently took almost 10 minutes to explain this game, how this game is played, and at the end he was so enthusiastic and so interested that he said that he'll come back next week to watch the game. So I think well done, Saif, in terms of explaining him what this game is about.
Yeah, so, during the break I saw him, he came on his cycle and he was talking to Pratap, and he was asking about the game, and he still hadn't understood the rules or anything, because now I asked him after the end like where he's from. He was from Greece. His name is Nick, and mostly it's football which is popular there, but he said even he does not follow football as well. But there's the thing about cricket. When I state facts about this game, it always takes people who are not aware of it by surprise. When I told him that Sagar, this game is actually the second most watched game in the world after football, and he was taken aback because he had heard of baseball. He had heard of cricket. He knew what baseball was, but he didn't know what cricket was. And when I told him, I was shocked. I'm like, yes, actually, if you have it by, even if you go to Wikipedia or Google it, by the broadcast and the number of viewers, FIFA World Cup is obviously is the top watch sports, but cricket World Cup or cricket tournaments, we easily get 1.6 billion viewers for this game.
I mean, we all know why that is, because we Indians as such is 1.4. Even if 30 or 40% of them watch, we are almost getting more than half a billion. Half a billion. And then Pakistan, all the Asian countries, most of them do play. But that I mean, I was just, while I was doing commentary, I was also trying to see what's happening with you and I missed his name, Nick. And I was seeing that you were patiently explaining him, and he was interested as well in the discussion. He was asking you questions, so it was a nice. I mean, especially when it is a clean slate, right? When it comes to cricket, it was a clean slate where you were writing something. So that's a good thing or interesting thing which I was observing.
Yeah, and because there's a lot of prejudice as well of this game, usually because it's even in British media or Western world, it's known as a silly game. Cricket is a silly game, or mostly it's like a few people in whites play for 5 days, and it's mostly spoken about in a mocking sense, which is kind of right for the test cricket, like, okay, this was what is happening. But then when I explained to them that how thrilling a sport is comes from the fact that how many parameters can impact the outcome of the game, and I've not seen any other game where so many parameters will impact the outcome of the game. Like if you talk just about the pitch, as I've had this discussion in the past, like this person was a clean slate, so I had to just go with very basics, and he was very interested. He was asking lots of questions. We just go by the, we talk about the pitch, and I tell them, okay, the ground, does it affect football? Does it does it affect the outcome if it's different weather conditions like that? It doesn't, but you have the different ground area for the tennis, but then those are like hard clay or the green grass or different like that, but that's about it. We have so many conditions just from the pitch which can impact the outcome of a game.
Definitely. That was a wonderful over by Babu. Just given one run in the 4th over. Now Prabhu is starting the 5th over. First ball, dot ball. Just coming back to that game of cricket, I would like to give a very interesting fact. So cricket is the only game, or probably one of the very few games where I'll just come back, cut there for a dot. So cricket is only one of the game or very few games, very few sports where a player will be very bad at something, but still he has to perform it. Very, very bad in some department. For example, the number 11 batsman, he's a wonderful opening bowler. He'll bowl very well, but he is zero in batting, but he still has to do that as a job when he gets that. So that, I mean, the players are not good at certain skill, but they have to still perform that skill. That is very rare in sports.
Yeah, because in baseball, and I mentioned it to him, like, oh, that could have been an amazing catch. It was in the air towards point. Sudesh reached it. It was above his head, bumped at his hands, and dropped. But yeah, it was difficult. Had he taken it, it would have been amazing catch there. And Sagar, I was, because he mentioned baseball, he was aware of, because of, how American movies and American cultures mostly, then, baseball. And it's silly, actually. They call their baseball tournament within the country as World Championship, and there's no other nation playing. So, but I told him that, oh, baseball is a derivative of cricket, and he was very surprised. Like, really, I'm like explaining that's what happened. But like you said, in baseball, I don't think that the batsmen, they are different. The fielders, they are different, and you have different sets of roles which are being brought on. So one
Exactly. So
entire
whoever
side
is good
will-
at
yeah.
those skill sets,
Yeah.
they perform their skills and move on.
Yeah.
But in cricket, I think I've read it somewhere as well. And when you were talking about cricket, that's the first point which came in. And so true. I mean, you don't know something, but you have to perform that.
Yeah.
That's some of the unique feature as well within cricket, which will make it interesting, right?
Right. The size of the ground changes, the dimensions changes. If it's a green surface, there's a pitch report before the match which kind of defines your decisions. The toss, normally in other games, the toss just decides which side is going to start from which side, but here it's like the entire segment altogether. So the amount of complications in this game, but still so much enjoyable and thrilling to watch, is just amazing. I mean, I wish more and more nations actually get to know how good this game is, rather than go by what the 60 years old convention was, where England was only playing Australia, and that's what they were aware of. So now this is even if they are just getting interested in T20, it's fine if they get interested in that. Oh, nice ball there by Uttam. First ball, good length, carried to the keeper. Bhaskar is very cautious. He's played 8 balls, only 1 run. Fuller delivery on the off, could have been a wide. Bhaskar, you could see stretching almost to reach the ball, but it went towards Prabhu at short area on the offside towards the covers.
Okay, Bhaskar has nudged it for a single. I think it's getting tougher and tougher for Pirates now. If you see, the run rate is also climbing up, 9.44. Just at the start of 6th over, if your run rate is more than 9.5, it's definitely a sign of bother for Pirates, especially with in-form batsman Satya back in the hut. It will be a tough task, uphill task for both these batsmen. They need to be there. At the same time, they need to keep the scorecard ticking. Let's see how they will go about it. Nice fielding there by Prabhu. Wonderfully stop.
Excellent stop. It was a cover drive.
Yeah, it would have gone to a boundary if it was just 1 or 2 feet here and there, because there was no fielder at the covers. Definitely Prabhu has saved few runs there for the team. Uttam, after a brilliant knock, quick brisk 30 odd runs. Now he has just given 1 run, and now he has to give, okay, it's been called as a no. So he was not able to finish this over successfully. He bowled a no ball on the last ball, so he has to re-ball that.
Was the no ball due to overstepping, or was it
the ball was outside the pitch?
The ball went outside the pitch, so that is also a no ball. That was too wide, that means. Free hit. Anil hits it. It's in the air towards long off. Babu is chasing it. Able to stop it, and there's a fumble here. Anil raised from the straight boundary and ended up kicking the ball, which allowed 1 more run. The 3 runs taken.
3 runs on that free hit. So now Uttam has given total of 5 runs in his first over. See how costly that 1 extra ball sometimes, because the first 5 balls he gave just 1 run, and then that 3 runs came in. But nevertheless, brilliant effort there by Uttam with the bat and now with the ball. And one other important or interesting fact about Bulls, Saif, is this is their 7th match. Out of the 6 matches they have played, they have won 4 matches and they have lost 2 matches. Both the matches which they have lost, Uttam was not playing that day. for some reason. I mean, for some of his personal reason. But both the matches they lost, Uttam was not in the playing 11. That shows how important he is into this Bulls team.
Definitely. There are some players like that who just their presence in the team is considered lucky enough anyways.
Another interesting fact is when it comes to our national team, Deepak Hooda, he has created a new record across not only India but across the cricket. Since he has debuted, India and if he is in 11, if he is in the playing 11, India has never lost the match, and that streak goes to almost 17 matches now, 16 or 17. That's a record.
That's very interesting stats that Sagar has brought both from BPL and international cricket, and Huda is really a 360 cricketer. I mean, contributing with the bat at number 4, and then he can come in and bowl a few overs as well. So now that we have Pandya back in form with the ball, Jadeja has been constant for the last 6 years, as our bowling all-rounder. But Huda is another good option that if we have in our team and the captain can turn to that person. We have been missing such players actually in our international team for quite some time, because even great players were doing more than one role in our team. Ganguly actually made a comeback for his bowling in the air towards back behind the wicket, but it's safe. Akhil, the wicketkeeper, had to run quite some time there.
So that's the difference which Uttam brings into Bulls. Even the catch which he has taken of Satya, he was so comfortable and confident that he'll take that catch, including all the players in his team. They knew that he will not spill catches. Yeah. Also, the other part is he saves runs at the boundary. Where it is 2 runs, he gives only 1 run with a quick throw to the. He releases the ball quickly after the fielding, and in fact he has saved a lot of boundaries as well.
Yeah, and he has affected quite some runouts as well with his quick throw.
Exactly.
A cause of concern right now, because I've been seeing since that last ball, Uttam has been holding his right arm just above the bicep area, and he's still holding it. So I think he's in some pain there, some discomfort, which was caused by that no ball where it really went off the pitch. But Bulls would really like him to actually feel good about his arm there. Sagar, I was talking about great players, and not just from the start, but picking up more roles than one. So we know Sourav Ganguly, the Prince of Kolkata, he was the captain, and he was just doing the opening, and I've never seen him bowl unless the start when he had debuted along with Dravid. And then when he got removed from the team, and when he had to make the comeback, he actually bowled a lot. He improved himself as a bowler, and he came back into a team because he was also a good bowler. We got Rahul Dravid, excellent batsman, the wall. He takes a wicket keeping because Sourav Ganguly wanted to play 7 batsmen.
Exactly.
Sachin Tendulkar, since the early days, great batsman, but a medium arm pacer, who then started bowling his leg spin, googlies, flippers, and still contributing with that. And these were like the top 3, and they still took up multiple roles to help the team, which was missing from the current lot a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In this era, it is more about specialist. If you are good at batting, you do that, and then you should be a fielder as well. So last over was a very good over by Prabhu. Now Prakash has started with 2 dot balls. One thing what I'm observing from the time Satya has left the pitch there after he got caught out, the running between the wickets has slowed down a bit. Earlier they were taking quick singles. Now there were a couple of chances where they can go for 2, but they got only 1 run, and there were some instances where there were singles, but they denied. So I think running between the wicket has come down, but the run rate also is the required run rate is creeping up. So definitely a thing to ponder.
It's 10 right now. Current run rate is 4.6.
Back-to-back wides now. 3 wides back-to-back after 2 dot balls.
Prabhu
has
having
gone.
having a word with him, tapping him on his head. Try
It's a
to
kind
focus.
of Thandarak Puttar kind of word. I hope Pirates don't get into a shell here because as much as it is now, they are almost 10. 10 is the required run rate, more than 10.
And
And
if
if
they-
it creeps in more, definitely will.
They had 164 to win. Even if you remove the 100 overs for the last 10, you have to make 64 runs in the first 10 overs. They are at 36 runs right now in 7.3. So that means they have got 15 balls more till the side change. In this 15 balls, they should actually score 13 runs more in order to just maintain a 10 run rate, required run rate of 10.
Absolutely. And the one good thing what Satya and Anil were doing was, if they are not hitting boundaries, that's fine. But they were taking quick singles. But now we have seen of late there are a lot of dot balls. Oh, was that a body? Yes. So Anil tried to nudge it towards the fine leg, but it hit his hip and went straight into the hands of Akhil.
And I think Prakash is not a regular bowler. And what I believe is if they, Bulls are, don't have too many bowlers who can bowl 4 overs. Uttam is still holding his arm. Then it's a good thinking to have non-regular bowlers as well. Bowl a few, because right now they can see that Bhaskar and Anil are only trying to be defensive. So even a non-regular bowler is not rolled his arms. He can be given, like Anil Chauhan is there. He can be given the ball to just bowl a 1 over in between.
I think last ball to be bowled. Okay, game is about to be resumed. But as you said, I think in the 90s and the early 2000s, these 3 gentlemen, especially Sachin, Ganguly, and Dravid, they played multiple roles. Dravid always used to do something or the other additional, like as you said, to bring in an additional bowler or additional batsman. They had to drop their regular keeper and put Dravid as the wicket keeper. He did that, and then they got another additional player with the likes of Yuvraj Singh or some other player whom they can promote and watch how they play. And Ganguly, I think there was one series which happened in Canada or somewhere, 5-match series, and he got man of the match for all the matches, most of the matches there, and finally got man of the series. And that time it was not for batting; most of them were He took 5 for in most of the. It was a very seaming condition, and for his bowling style, he was moving the ball both sides, and he got lot of wickets that time. And we all know how good Sachin was. Oh, it went straight to Prabhu, and he missed out on capturing the ball with one bounce, and that's a boundary, a misfield, a rare misfield by Bulls.
Prabhu was on point there, and I'm not sure if it went between his legs, but it did go somewhere there, and he failed to bend down to collect it.
Initial thought was to go for a catch, but then he realized the ball is bouncing in front of him with a double mind, and he missed to collect the ball. Again, a shortish delivery. Bhaskar was trying to go for a big shot.
Sudesh is hitting the pitch hard, but he needs to, push the length a bit ahead.
Bhaskar missed on a big shot there. This time he defended it with soft hands and quickly took a single. Sometimes it is good to move off the strike to get back your thoughts, get back your perspective of what needs to be performed at this stage. You'll get some time from the hot spot, and then you can relax a bit. So that's a good ploy to take quick singles. Oh, again a shortish ball, but straight to Uttam, just for a single.
Yeah, Anil pulled at it hard, but unfortunately he didn't find the gap there. Uttam has been constantly there at deep square leg to stop that particular boundary.
Beautiful shot in the gaps. Nice shot, almost running away to the boundary, but wonderful fielding there by Prakash. He pulled in just inches within the rope. He just and good thinking there by Prabhu. He backed up. He kept running. Once Prakash managed to pull it back, Prabhu just took the ball and threw it back and restricted the batsman only for a 2. Definitely 2 runs saved there.
Definitely, and it was a really good shot by Bhaskar in the gaps, but both Prabhu at point and Prakash at short cover, they chased it, and excellent fielding effort by Prakash.
Oh, this time again amazing fielding by Prabhu. Ball was hit hard.
It was traveling very fast.
Yeah, it was traveling quickly, and Prabhu at point just put his hand, the right hand wider, and the ball went straight to the Prabhu's hand. And this time they have saved 4 runs. Sure shot 4 runs. So in the last 2 balls, they have saved 6 runs.
It could have been 2 boundaries actually.
Yeah, 2 boundaries have been now restricted to just a double. So definitely they have saved 6 runs now.
Sutish Rajan has been supported by his fielders, as this was an expensive over comparatively. He gave away 9 runs. He could have actually given 15 or 13, 14 runs if those have been boundaries.
We have Babu, the premier all-rounder, waving his hands. Amazing player, both with bat, ball, and then he fields as well. He saves a lot of runs.
He was my pick for the most sixes, and I was disappointed when he got out, as he hit those sixes just before that. So I was hoping that he could go on to score a few more today.
Now they are strengthening their offside field. They have observed that Bhaskar is hitting a lot of cut shots and drives. They have put one additional fielder there.
So still no one outside the circle, which is very strange.
Yeah, there is no one outside the circle at the offside except one long off player. Inside the circle we have 4 players at the offside.
And then to continue. And that's a wide.
That's a no ball outside the pitch. So Surya has called it as a no ball. A free hit for Bhaskar. Let's see how he utilizes his free hit. But interesting field setting there. 4 fielders inside the circle at the offside. one fielder on long off. Then there are 3 fielders deep in the leg side and one fielder in the leg side inside the circle. So the inner circle offside is a very tight one.
Free hit ball.
Let's
Prakash
see.
charging in. Slow ball.
Wonderful ball there by Prakash. He bowled a slower ball. He was beaten. Batsman was beaten almost, and then keeper also was not able to judge the pace of the ball, and because of that I think ball went behind the stumps towards the third man area.
Excellent effort by Akhil. He chased it all the way, and just about when it was about to cross the boundary, he stopped it. So stopped 2 runs. I've got our youngest player of BCC, Santosh here.
Amazing ball there. I mean, amazing in the terms of variation. Prakash is throwing a lot of variations there. He tried a slower ball again, but unfortunately he bowled the ball at the leg side. Ball drifted towards the leg, and umpire has called it as a wide. Prakash is trying a lot of variations.
I have complained for Santosh though. Yesterday, there's not a single ball that went without Santosh saying runs are coming, runs are coming. It was on a loop, and today Santosh has been very silent.
No, but I've missed one dialogue from Santosh. It's a very famous dialogue in BCC. I'm missing that dialogue. So Santosh, if you can say that golden words to us and the audience, we will. మా జన్మ తరిస్తుంది మీ మాటలు వింటే. సో ఒకసారి సంతోష్ is too excited and he's coming forward to the camera. Yes, Santosh, over to you. Please say those few words. I believe as of now only we both know what are those words. Saif, are you aware? No. You might be knowing those words now. Are you reading my mind?
Yeah, I can read you.
Yeah. Yes, please go ahead and say that to our audience.
Yeah, I think I didn't get the opportunity to say those golden words so far in this tournament because, you know,
Because of the heat wave.
hard summer and heat waves, the grass became yellow. But I think it's a good time and we are back to the UK weather. Now I can repeat those golden words again.
1, 2, 3.
Sky is blue and the grass is green. Enjoy the cricket. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the game, guys.
We are pleased to hear those words after a long time. Probably I heard those words only in BPL 1 and 2 and maybe 3 as well. But it's taken long. So if there are some things which we are used to hearing and then there is a big gap, then we feel that happiness when we hear after a long time.
We have to blame the heat wave. Because of that, I have to keep my mouth shut. But I think, as I
just
said,
change it to the grass is yellow.
No. See, few of the statements we cannot change. It will be in the history forever.
But this was the lines which got them BPL 1.
Yeah.
I
want to get the audience attraction. We want to get more viewers. At the time, we don't have this much of technology, but still we are able to pull the people, pull the crowd in the grounds who are very enthusiastic to see all of our commentary, of all of our comments. But as I said, now the technology has improved so far. Kudos to enter the BCC working committee and governance committee. What a shot it is again. That's a misfield over there, and there's a chance for the boundary. It's a 4.
It's a 4, but
what a shot it is. Prakash, he's bowled few slow deliveries earlier over in the previous deliveries. He bowled really good, but this time he missed his line and length, and that misfield
Rajat
supported Pirates to get one more boundary, and that's a very nicely played by captain Bhaskar.
I think it went straight to fine leg. It was definitely a dot ball. It should have been a dot ball, but it turned into 4. So Saif, earlier we were talking about 2 consecutive deliveries where they saved 2 boundaries.
Yeah.
And now this time around it was definitely going straight to them, and it should have been either a dot or worst case scenario it should have been 1 run.
Last ball for this side.
Oh, again a slowish ball on the legs, but Bhaskar was not able to clear that, and it's a dot ball to finish. Prakash has finished his over
It's innings break now. Pirates
Yeah.
54 for 2 with 5.47 rate and required run rate is just climbing up. It is 11. I think Bhaskar has different strategy in his mind. He doesn't want to lose wickets in the first 10 overs. I think he's successful. From now, in the second part, I think Pirates have to accelerate the innings. We got few good batsmen in our team who can really accelerate the innings. I think this is a chance for Pirates. They should not play any more slower games in the second part for sure. What do you say, Saif?
Yeah, I think a required run rate of 11 is too high for the last 10 overs. I was just talking to Sagar that even if you consider, last 10 overs 100 runs, still they should have scored 64 runs in this 10 overs. So I feel they are short by 10, 15 runs even in this first 10 overs. Even if you have wickets, it is too much pressure to score 11 runs every over. Uh, it is looking a tough game for Pirates, but if they are able to chase this, it will be historic.
Yeah, and I think on our other side of the coin, there are different equations which Bhaskar is thinking about. See, it's good if you win the match and secure our place in the semis. However, on the other side, if anything happens to the Pirates, maybe if they lost the game, we want to maintain a very good run rate, which is very crucial again, and we should not be defeated by huge margin. We should lose the wickets. I think these are the things which Bhaskar is
Actually,
thinking.
I had a look at that and again discussed that. So the Panthers' net run rate is minus 0.12 or 0.4. Pirates is a positive net run rate of 0.5. Bulls a positive net run rate of 0.6. Even if Pirates loses this game badly, there will still be more in the net run rate than Panthers. The Panthers can't improve their net run rate. They don't have any other games. Pirates have to win one game, either this one or the one against Rampage to qualify. They have to win it. If they win either of the games, they will qualify and Panthers will be out. A very clear equation for the Pirates, which I discussed with I think Bhaskar and Vijay Bhai as well. Uh,
Very good
yeah.
analysis. I think it is giving much more relief for me as a Pirates player, and I was very happy for it. Let's see. Hope we close this game in a very positive
Yeah.
attitudes.
Alright, we'll be back after the break when the innings resume. Thank you.
Cheers, guys. Enjoy the break.
Welcome back to the second session of the game, chasing. Now, Dilip Dunn is on the crease now.
You are hearing the voice of Sridhar Konda. Sridhar has joined us in the commentary box.
Now, Sudesh is starting from the splash park end. So good to see that 110 runs to be chased by 60 balls. It's going to be interesting if Pirates can chase this.
Wide ball to start by Sudesh. He was not able to find his perfect length from that side. This is a regular side, so he'll be looking more confident. He started with a wide, but yes, Sridhar, I am now expecting these 10 overs to be fireworks. It's going to be very interesting.
And if you can see the fielding, there is a very defensive fielding, and Dilip Dunn, well utilized the field setup.
Yeah, he slashed
over
at
the point, and it went for 4.
It's gone towards the third man, and excellent shot. So the intent is clear. They have 8 batsmen to come. It's got a good lineup. They are known to score huge. They have now stayed on the crease. At least Bhaskar has. Dilip is just new on the crease now, and a good boundary to start his score with.
Now there is a little field spread.
So I'm loving this contributions, short contributions by everyone who is joining me. So it started with Johnson giving me some support, allowing me to sit for a while after my match. Then Sagar Bhai came, he took over. Santosh Bhai was there for some time to end the proceedings, and now Sridhar Bhai has joined me. So it's always interesting when 2 people are doing the commentary.
Nicely flicked away to the square leg area, and it's to the Uttam. Uttam, he's one of the very finest fielder of the BCC. She never misses any. So batsmen definitely they will not. They wouldn't want to take any chances if the ball goes to Uttam.
He took an excellent catch today. It was dipping, and he judged the ball excellently, perfectly, and
again to the Uttam.
He's a very good fielder, and actually when he was bowling, he injured his arm, because the last ball he was trying to bowl a really good over, and somehow he bowled that ball outside the pitch. It became a no ball. There was a free hit. And since that time he went to his deep square leg position, was constantly holding his right arm, so he is feeling some discomfort there. It's right now it seems like after the break he's feeling better, but I'm not sure if he will come back for the bowling or not.
I think he has contributed in various factors, Saif.
Yeah.
If you can see, whenever he played the matches for the Bulls, they were having an upper hand. So he's not only the player, who can bowl. His primary skill is bowling. But however, if you see, he can score very good runs. If you can see today, so he scored more than 200 strike rate.
He scored 32 runs in 12 balls.
Yeah.
And excellent 6s and 4s at that crucial moment when Bulls needed that, push.
Yeah, that's how destructive he is. So when I was having a word with him, he said there are limited opportunities was provided to him, and he wanted to capitalize them. So that's a very great intent from him as well.
End of 11 overs, 62 for 2, 7 runs and 1 wide. So 8 runs came in this over, still short of the 11 per over target. And Sagar Bhai gave one interesting statistics about him, that of the 6 matches I think which Bulls played, the 2 matches which they lost were the ones where Uttam was not there in the team.
Yeah, that's
so
correct.
Whenever he was in the team, they won the matches.
Yeah, he is a player kind of, he can score at least 10-20 runs, and he can save at least 10-20 runs, and he can restrict the batsman to not more than 10-20 runs. Economy wise. That means he's a package of 50 runs package for each match. So then definitely it will be an advantage for the captain as well, to keep him. Now-
got some very peculiar fielding placement here. I think Uttam is out of the field right now. I think they're waiting. Yeah, he's now come back, so now they will resume. Prabhu here is standing at fine leg, but he's very squarish, not exactly where he should be. New bowler Rajat is coming into bowl.
He was trying to cut. He was trying to have a square cut, but Dilip has completely missed it.
It came with good pace and bounce. And Rajat is a left-arm bowler. This one has been given a wide. Is coming over the wicket for a left-arm bowler, and I have not seen him bowl, I think, before.
This hit to the deep mid wicket, and again it's going to be only one run.
Bharat was there to collect the ball. Interesting choice of bowlers by Akhil in this innings.
That's a nice shot by Bhaskar. I think in a Prabhu, is it going to be a run out? No, it's not. The throw was quite short. I think Bhaskar needs to stay till the end and score some 4s or 6s. He is capable enough of some fireworks. Let's see how he is going to play. Nice shot by Bhaskar.
What a wonderful cover drive.
Wow. I think it was a wonderful stop.
Yeah, Anil Chauhan there, again excellent fielder. He ran all the way towards the covers from long off and managed to save 2 runs for the team. Bhaskar, you can see on the screen, after running a couple of 2 runs, is taking some breath. He's a sleeping giant. Has been on the crease for now more than almost an hour now. Is 24 of 35 deliveries, and this volcano can burst anytime now.
Nice shot again. Oh, it's a nice fielding again by
Balu. Akhil has got bowlers with very different action. We already have Balu is the Sohail Tanvir copy here, and even Rajat's action here is looking very unique with his left arm. He's coming over the wicket.
The advantages of a full arm rotator bowler is, Saif, you cannot judge the length, you cannot judge the length of the ball very quickly. The batsman, if you are a batsman, you have to wait till the end. That's when you will be able to connect the ball. So that's an advantage of if someone rolls his arm completely.
Yeah. So it's about time BCC also gets their own Malingas. Because we are getting that variety. We now have a Chinaman bowler in Nyan Reddy, so we should have that variety. Like a Sri Lankan team, we can say that Akhil's team is kind of a Sri Lankan team with every bowler coming with an unorthodox bowling action.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's 12 overs now, 69 for 2. 95 runs required of 48 deliveries.
Almost 12 per over now.
Yeah, it's going to be 11.8 rate is required run rate now. So they require definitely a 6 or 4, and I believe 2 4s at least per over. Nice shot by Bhaskar. It's with them there, and it's not going to be easy for the batsman to run for 2.
Yeah, so fielders advising Uttam, and now again Uttam after that throw is holding his arm. He's definitely in some discomfort there.
Nice shot again. Just to the Bharat again.
At mid wicket, collected the ball and only 1 run given. Dilip is trying to get into position to get into a swing on the leg side. The wind is supporting them. That's fine, Vijay. Sridhar.
Wonderful shot by Bhaskar. It's gone for 4.5. It's over the point area to the third man.
It's the gap between the backward point and third man. It was in the air, but it was safe. So normally we can't request the fielders to move, especially if it's a crucial fielding position. So since Rajat is in front of the camera, I'll just try to move here. If we can see the batsman, that's much better. Maybe Rajat has taken a position of short fine leg, and maybe if he moves, we'll have a clear view of the entire pitch. But right now, at least you can see the batsman.
Nice work by Bhaskar this time, but he wasn't able to get any runs. Now they got, I think, 6 runs of the over already, of 4 balls. They still need 5 more runs. It's a quick single again by Bhaskar.
Encouragement from the dugout. We have got Vijay and Rohit here close to the boundary line, giving words of encouragement. And I'm not sure if Rajat is aware of this, or you think Shrita, that's intentional blocking of the commentator's camera. But I think as we have moved to the right, somehow he has moved to the right as well. Rajat, thank you.
Thank you.
I finally had to ask him to move because we couldn't move too much on the right now.
Excellent delivery. Was it an out?
I thought it was a bump, but by the reaction it seems as if that was an out. Dilip Done, I think. So there was huge expectation from him in this chase. Arvind Sai walking onto the crease now to replace Dilip. And Sudhish gets this wicket. It looked as if it was a bump, but it was a simple catch to Prabhu.
Even it looked me the same thing, Saif. I thought, he played a full toss delivery to the Prabhu, but again, probably it might have been pitched him before he lofted the shot.
And Arvind is on the crease, and given the nature of the wind today, I think it is going to help him. But he should try to avoid playing his third man shots, the switch shot which he plays towards third man, because the wind actually is towards the fine leg. So he can still play behind the wickets, all those shots which he loves to play behind the wicket, but they should be towards the leg and not towards the off. This literally is a change in the season. It's marking a change in the season. Enough of the British summer, enough of the sunlight, enough of the hot temperatures where people were comfortable coming out in a single piece of clothing.
Again, Rajat is bowling from the splash park end to the Bhaskar. Very good delivery again.
Bhaskar punched it towards the point area. Balu was there to collect. It's only 1 run.
It's going to be interesting to see how Arvind plays, how Arvind reacts to this situation now. Does he again? It's an easy catch. It's going to be easy catch.
Went to go for a hit on the first ball. Couldn't connect it clearly in the air, and simple catch for Rajat. Caught and bowled. Arvind will have to come back without opening his account. So now we can see
Bhargav.
Bhargav Kola walking onto the pitch, and remaining batsmen we can see Vijay Bhai is there, Vinit Kumar, Tulsi Ram, Rohit Rathi are the ones who are left.
Is it? I think Pirates team is definitely missing Mohan.
Yeah, after that amazing innings of 80, 82, 83, he hit those huge sixes. Classic defense by Bhargav, straight back towards the bowler. Required run rate climbing to 13 now. This time,
Very good shot towards the cover area. Has it been a save? Yeah, it's a wonderful save again.
oh,
it's a
Bhargav
direct
has been
hit.
run out.
And Bhaskar has to depart now because it was a direct hit from the deep extra cover.
Anil
And
Chauhan.
It's impeccable now, if you can
Anil
see.
Chauhan, the excellent fielder, again running all the way from long off towards the covers, collecting the ball and then throwing it. Bhargav and Bhaskar both thought it was a simple 2 runs, easy 2 runs, but Bhargav has ran enough 2 runs in this innings. He was already a bit tired. He couldn't reach back in time, and Tulsi now walks on to replace Bhaskar.
After a 32 runs innings, then captain is back to the pavilion. Now it's going to be tough for the BCC Pirates now from now.
This is what I was afraid of, Sridhar, that getting too much required run rate, for the last 10 overs is also risky. So at least that should be under 10. And good bowling by Rajat as well. He's been really accurate with his line and length. And that was a good shot by Bhargav on the cover. This time a straight drive towards long off. Anil Chauhan collects it for another single. What can they do now?
So now there is only one way. You have to hit 4s and 6s for each and every over. You have to capitalize even the good length deliveries. You cannot wait for the short of length or loose deliveries or freebies. Now you can't. You don't. I mean, you can't wait for that.
I think they, like I spoke with Santosh, I think it is also possible that the net run rate is on the minds of a lot of team members, which I don't think it's possible that even if they get all out now with a huge margin, they can go below Panthers' net run rate. I don't, because they are at 0.5 and Panthers is minus 0.4, if I'm not wrong.
0.5. Minus 0.5 Panthers.
I think yesterday, after today's match, it has improved a bit.
No, it's not much improved. It was minus 0.6 yesterday.
Yeah.
After this win, they were able to get plus 0.10.
So they are at minus 0.2 unless this has not been updated, but I think it has been.
Oh, it's been updated. Yeah.
Yes.
It
So,
was, yeah, okay.
but still, if you see from 0.5 to minus 0.2, that means that they'll have to come down by 7 points, 0.7 points to go below Panthers. I'm not sure if that's possible in this innings, which is like if they are now already thinking about saving net run rate, then trying to play defensively, I'm not sure if they can play the 20 overs in this fashion.
But if you can see, they still have 5 wickets in hand. Okay, hardly 6 overs they need to defend. It's a good shot.
Some drizzle starting. That huge black clouds overhead were threatening for quite some time, and I was cursing myself within the breath under my breath that it should not start raining. That's the last thing we want after the chill and the cold and the winds. We are having quite a good season. Nice sunlight.
It was not.
So beautiful 3 months.
Yes, absolutely.
We are going
3
to-
months.
yeah.
Absolutely, summer isn't heaven in England. So they will.
We are going to miss that, Sridhar. Look at this weather now.
It's up in the air, but it's in no man's land area.
No ball given.
I think it is line back. I think Bower
Overstepping
has been
or-
overstepped.
Oh, Prakash just taking a couple of steps for the ball. So ultimately saved the free hit chance, no runs given.
It's been over now. 15 overs gone. 84 for 5. Now run rate is climbing up. It has become 15.48.
So they were only able to score 31 runs after the side change. So they were 52 or 54 for 4 in the first 10 overs. So we're thinking that we'll now see some huge improvement in the run rate, but that has not happened, which has caused the required run rate to climb to 15.6.
And one more thing is, in the next game, probably, if even though if they win with a lesser margins, is it going to help the Pirates? Sorry, is it going to help Panthers?
No, so any game, if Pirates win even a single game, irrespective of net run rate, Panthers are out. So because of the because their net run rate is already good. If they win both these games, which is looking impossible right now, they would have overtaken Bulls as well.
That's nicely said, Saif.
Yeah. So all in all, Dharma and his team, when Pirates lose today, they'll be praying next week for them to lose again.
Again, it's a very good shot by Tulsi. It is racing towards the boundary, and it's a boundary. So Sudesh has a very good chase to stop the
Yeah.
ball, but he couldn't success.
Much well needed runs by Tulsi here for his team. While the temperature changes here, we saw in Dubai that temperature yesterday was causing cramps in half of the Pakistan side. I think it was a combination of dehydration and fitness issues both. But even their fitter bowlers like Naseem Shah also went off after completing his 4 overs. He went straight in the dressing room because he could not cope with the heat.
It's a nice field by Bala. Again, there was a chance of run out. If it had been a direct hit, definitely.
That was Prakash, I think, in the red cap.
Yes, he's the one.
Yeah, he's a good fielder, and this time I think Akhil is actually intentionally. I think now it seems clear that he's bringing in, trying to get everyone in his team to bowl.
That's again in the
air.
You can
Uttam
see
catches it.
Uttam
Is it a no ball?
holds it.
It's been referred to the third umpire. Soft signal is no ball.
Yeah.
I think it will be given a no ball because Bhargav played it. Bhargav or Tulsi played that shot. I
Tulsi,
think
yeah, Tulsi was the
Tulsi
one.
played it over his waist. But excellent catch by Uttam nonetheless. Ran in towards the ball on his left and grabbed it. India's next game is on Wednesday against Hong Kong. So I think I'm not sure if they will continue with the same 11 or because it's Hong Kong they might want to change and give some debut to a few of the players.
I think since this is hardly 2 or 3-4 games of the cricket, I don't think the players is going to be rested because they want to practice.
Yes.
Yeah, they want. I believe if the not in form batsmen they can play, so they can get their form back. So
That's true. I was thinking more in terms of, let's say, taking out Avish Khan to maybe because I think there is one more seamer who is there, or because Pant was not there in the first match, maybe they might think of bringing in Pant, but still keeping Dinesh Karthik, and because it's Hong Kong team, you have Hardik Pandya and Jadeja. These are the all-rounders already, so. It will be interesting because this Asia Cup is a precursor to the World T20, so all the performances will be, monitored and kind of taken as this is your team's readiness and preparation for the World Cup.
my take is, we have to give enough chances to Deepak Huda because he is the batsman, bowler, and the fielder. Who can have a 3D skills. Okay?
Yeah.
It's been popular as 3D skills. So, and also the form, the way he's playing nowadays, definitely he should be given a chance in T20s.
Yeah, he's made an excellent case of number 4, which is currently, is very busy. We have the number 3, Kohli is there. So Huda to come in means that Kohli either opens, like it's not new for Kohli, unheard of to open in T20s. Another player I think we should have been given more chances is Sanju Samson, because every time he's not in the touring squad, but he's been left out from most of the series, whereas every chance he has got he has scored nicely. That's 100 up for the Pirates in 16 overs. Required run rate of 16 right now.
64 of 24 balls now.
Yeah, they've got 5 wickets left, 4 overs left. The communication from dugout is go for it. This is your over.
Now even the fielding team has become so relaxed now.
Yeah.
So
Like I said, everyone has been given bowling, and the captain is like, even I will bowl one.
yeah.
So the keeping gloves are now being held by Babu, and Akhil is going to bowl over the wicket.
I think it's not needed, in my opinion, because they have the bowlers, multiple bowlers, and again, Akhil, he started with a very good, decent ball.
Yeah, it was right on length, climbing up. Bhargav could not pull at it.
That's a short delivery, but again, I think Shrikant is nowhere near to the ball.
Shrikant running
not
back,
even- he's not
but he
even
started laughing even before the ball reached the ground.
He's no more interested in catches. He's no more interested in balls.
Bhargav attempted a pull at it, got the top edge. The ball went nowhere. They could take a single.
Again, I think it's a no ball, and it's running away towards the 4.
He's chasing it.
It's gone
And
for
it's
4.
a 4 with a no ball and a free hit.
Yeah.
So a slower ball attempted by Akhil. I'm not sure if he attempted intentionally, but it was a full toss above the waist. So it's a beamer, given a no ball. Plus it was missed by the batsman and the keeper. So that's a boundary as well.
Again, it's been given as a wide.
The free hit will continue.
Yeah.
So Akhil piling up some unnecessary extras at this stage for the Bulls, but
Will Tulsi capitalize this momentum now? It's short delivery. It's been put away, but it's been gone into the Uttam's hand. But since it is in no ball, free hit, again, it's hardly they could able to
Uttam
do
catches a
only score one run.
second ball on free hit,
Yeah.
and he posed for a second. As captain and wicket keeper, everyone said, throw, it's a free hit.
They are
The
asking.
misfield there, and Bhargav comes back in time for the second. After that cover drive, Bhargav runs slowly for the first run. They were not going to take the second, and the entire dugout is, you must be hearing it clearly in the commentary, shouting at them to run hard,
run quickly, run
yes.
hard. Yeah.
As any runs is useful for them.
Another shot of delivery, but
Given
it's
a
been
wide,
given as
it's
a
a
wide.
long over already.
Yeah.
He's already bowled 7 balls, I think, already. Yes. And
2 more balls
yes,
to come.
two balls. Again in the air, Bhargav should run because
it's a cotton bowled by Akhil.
So Akhil, you can see the celebration. Even he is getting a wicket today. Very happy with his bowling effort. I think this game has become too tight for the Pirates, and any shots which Bhargav was attempting, it was actually going nowhere.
And Vijay Chauhan now is onto the crease, replacing Bhargav Raj. Now Akhil. I think Akhil's last ball. It's a short of length delivery, but he couldn't capitalize that. Akhil is on fire now, seems to be. He wanted to attack the fielder, rather I would say stumps. Now Prabhu has given the ball. I think, how many overs Prabhu has bowled in this match?
I'm not sure. I think this might be the first one.
It's
if I'm
interesting
not
to
mistaken.
see why.
So like I said, today we got unregular bowlers. Prakash.
See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
5, 6, 7,
Prabhu
8,
has
9.
bowled 2. But
Almost they use everybody, if you can see.
Yes, so
1, 2, 3,
of
4,
these,
5, 6,
Prakash
7,
has
8,
bowled
9.
3. Prakash is not regular. Rajat has bowled 2. He's not regular. Anil Chauhan was not given a ball much in this tournament, and Akhil himself. So, yes, anyone left, I think they might call up others as well. I can't see Uttam as well. So, yeah, who is left to bowl? Shrikant. Shrikant can be given, Bharat can be given the ball.
They should, I don't think, what's going on. Why do they wanted to give the chance to all the bowlers? Any idea, Saif?
I think it's just that they're confident of the total, and let's have some match practice for others in the team who might be feeling a bit left out in that sense that they have not done anything in this tournament. Then so I was happy that Anil Chauhan, like, he's not regular, he got some chance to bowl Rajat, because then you get to know these these players can also bowl
That's
good.
a very good shot by Vijay Chauhan.
That's a 6. Wonderfully hit over deep mid wicket.
Come on, Vijay, you can win.
Runs are coming, boys.
Santosh finally with that phrase he used against the entire match yesterday. There not 2 balls went by without hearing Santosh saying runs are coming from the dugout. Prabhu and Vijay, working committee against working committee. Vijay has hit a 6 against Prabhu. Now Prabhu would be keen on getting Vijay's wicket. It's a kind of a internal competition between the working committee members, it seems.
Last time
We have
Vijay
one more
Chauhan
working
has won.
committee member as a commentator today, Mr. Sridhar Konda. He is one of the senior player in BCC.
Very good length delivery by Prabhu. It's right on the black hole, and Tulsi wanted to play it or loft it over the mid off, or he wanted to clear the covers, but he couldn't able to.
The runs have dried up except for this 6 which Vijay hit. There's been absolutely
It's
no
been
runs
straight to
in
the
this
Akhil,
half.
I think.
Direct throw by Akhil. It hit, I think, Vijay as well.
And at the end of the over, after 18 overs, Pirates 122 for 6. Okay, Sridhar, as a part of working committee member, can you please tell us what are the upcoming events in BCC? other than this ongoing cricket tournament?
There's a women's tournament as well as a child's tournament, but women's tournament is going to be the next upcoming event.
Super. And what are the kids? Kids tournament is also in progress?
Yeah, but it's not been finalized because they collected the details of the kids, and there are two age groups. One is above 8, one is under 8. So now the working committee needs to decide based upon the players' availability.
Thank you, BCC Governance Committee and Working Committee.
In the end,
In the
Tulsi
end,
pulled
Uttam.
it. Uttam catches it, and it's not a free hit.
It's
So
not a free hit, yeah.
finally another catch for Uttam.
Uttam,
He's
yeah.
been catching things on free
Uttam
hit.
is a guy with the golden hands. I never seen him dropping any of the catches. He's very athletic. He's covered a lot of ground and he has taken that catch with ease. It's not an
Tulsi.
easy catch, but he made it looking easy. The
Yeah, his
ground is
his
covered is just
main
awesome.
thing is he gets under the ball very quickly. He gets into that position, which after that point the catch looks easy. Is that part when you have to get under the ball is the most crucial part.
This is the 19th over. So far, Pirates has lost 7 wickets. I think the first priority for the Pirates is to play the entire quarter of 20 overs and minimize this margin as little as possible.
42 runs more required. Balu to bowl his third over.
This guy has taken 2 wickets already. This is third over. He considered 12 runs so far.
It's a very good delivery.
Outside off.
Rohit
No
Ratti
chance
is a
for
left-handed batsman here, so we got a left and right combination here. It's not easy for the bowler to adjust his line and length.
and is that only one person outside the circle is Akhil on the leg side towards mid wicket, and I think everyone else is inside the circle. Am I right? Or I think there's a long on.
On the offside.
Yeah,
So Vijay, the right-hand batsman, came to the crease now. They're pushing all the fielders at the edge of the circles on the leg side for him. Oh, he was clean ball. That's a full
Again.
toss ball actually. He went down the track, missed the ball completely, and he was cleared.
Saif, if you remember, that was the ball which I got bowled in the
Yes.
in today's match. I think it was quite high.
yeah.
And it
This
dropped suddenly for me as well.
yeah, this was if Vijay would have connected, it would have been a full toss for him around his knees. But since he missed it, it directly hit at the base of the stumps. So Balu getting his third wicket.
New batsman in is Mr. Pradeep SG.
Pradeep SG, one of the old horses in BCC. He's a really good fielder. Does not get much chance to bat, and during our weekend games prior to the tournament, he showed an interest in bowling as well. And actually, he bowled really good, considering that he does not bowl normally. So
This is a good over so far.
Very
For
good.
Hack, they got 2 wickets in this over in the first and 4th deliveries. Pirates lost 2 wickets in the same over.
Sridhar is finally off after giving some splendid company to me in the commentary. Thanks, Sridhar, for joining.
Thanks, Saif.
And
Thank you,
there's
Sridhar.
no dearth or no lack of good commentators around me. So Santosh Bhai has joined us back again. So this entire match I have had at least 5 to 6 co-commentators, which is really good to get this different point of view and different styles of commentary. So
We ended the
Santosh,
last over, Saif.
what do you think? How close can you get in these 6 balls?
See, I'm expecting Pirates to close at least by 130 without losing the wicket here. That is why what my expectation is here. But here, Prabhu, that's a dot ball again, very nicely bowled.
Yeah.
Pradeep swings his bat and misses. We got 2 wickets left so far, and Pirates has to make sure not to lose any more
Prabhu
wickets.
is having some discomfort in his legs after landing. Still,
The ball is in there, but it's in no man's land. Straight to the fielder for a single. First run for Pradeep SG. It brings back Rohit Reddy, the left-hander, on strike here. So there's a change in the field for left and right combinations here.
So Santosh, next match, last match of the tournament will be do and die for the 4th position.
Yeah.
It will be the deciding match.
Yes, Saif, that's a must-win match for us in order to secure our berth in the semis, and I'm sure and confident that we are going to win that match.
Rajat giving the chase there, stopped the ball, but excellent running by Pradeep, who came back for the 3rd as well.
That's
For the second, just in time. So they didn't get a boundary, but 2 runs. They're closer to the 130, which Santosh is saying. As done out.
A nick and a catch.
Prabhu gets a wicket. He will be happy to get a wicket. He's always looking for at least having some wickets or some runs against his name for the match.
That's a very soft dismissal. Pradeep SG, he wants to hit to the covers, but there's a nick and well taken by the wicket.
Vineet is coming on strike, 2 balls. He has to save his wicket for 2 balls.
And 2 runs to achieve my target.
And 2 runs to achieve your target. I don't think your teammates have that target in mind, the psychological 130. But definitely they would have in mind that they don't get all out. At least that will help if you are already focusing on the net run rate. Definitely not getting all out will help it.
Yeah, see, even though we got a 1 more match against Rangers, but we want to secure all the dots here for sure.
Against the Rampages, yes.
Yeah, so we doesn't want to lose a single point in the run rate. That is what our target is for sure.
Yeah, because the Panthers are minus 0.12.
Yeah.
0.2, sorry. So 6 digit points away from your net run rate. And after this match, obviously, we'll see in some time when it refreshes.
If you remember, the main reason for the Panthers to be in a negative run rate is, I think at least for 2 or 3 matches, the team got all out in less than 20 overs, and few matches they lost by margin. And I think that's a 4, and Pirates cross 130 runs.
A boundary to end the match there. Vineet Kumar getting that boundary behind the wicket and crossing the 130 mark. Santosh had kept himself for the team.
132 for 9.
So they've lost by 32 runs in the end.
Yeah, so Prabhu completed his quarter 4 overs. He has taken 1 wicket by giving away 27 runs. He got a wicket in his very final over. I think he'll be happy, at least he got a wicket in this match. He's one of the contenders for highest number of wickets at the early stages of this tournament. Still, couple of matches left. Hope Prabhu will bounce back with a number of wickets. He has that potential.
Definitely, we have. I think that chart is being, led by the likes of Arjun Gali, Prashant as well, taking regular wickets.
So, guys, that's the end of the match. So, Pirates lost this match by 32 runs here. The team they scored 132 runs for the loss of 9 wickets with run rate of 6.60. I'm sure this will contribute something for the net run rate. And they got a very crucial match next week on Saturday, second match. Till that point of time, stay tuned. And last but not the least,
so the sponsors important for a tournament sponsored by IT Talent Hub, Hyderabad Wala, Cakes and Bakes, Vida Restaurant, Rotary Stratford, and very ably supported by AR Photography. Thanks a lot to our sponsors. Thanks everyone who joined today, and we will meet you again next week for our morning match on Saturday. There are 2 matches, and the second match actually is very, very crucial for the Pirates and for the number 4 position.
Correct. So thank you, audience. Till then, it's sign off on the commentary box. Santosh Govindu and Saif. Cheers, everyone.
Thank you.